welcome to my channel, South American Reacts. Today I'm very excited because I'm going to be reacting to the first episode of Season 2 of Squid Game. I'm very excited because Season 1 was amazing. I've just reacted to the whole thing and I was hooked. I binge watched everything as fast as I could, and now I'm going to start Season 2, which is probably going to be amazing. I have absolutely no idea what the story of Season 2 is going to be all about because I haven't watched any trailers or reviews or anything, so it's going to be a completely 100% blind reaction, and I'm very excited. The last season ended with the main character seeking some revenge against the creators of the game, but he has absolutely no idea who those creators are, and it kinda looks like he's going to try to go after them to get his revenge, So Season 2, I assume it's going to be some sort of investigation going on, he's gonna try to discover everything about the organization and he's gonna try to track them down. I remember there was a detective in the first season. The detective was the best character so far, he was also trying to investigate everything. He managed to infiltrate in the ranks of the square guys, the triangle guys, and he stole the clothes of them. He managed to find some information, but in the end he couldn't do anything because he found out that the boss of the operation was his brother, who he thought was dead, and his brother won the game once, but now he's running things, so it was probably extremely heartbreaking for him, well, I really want to see more of the detective, because he's my favorite. I want to see if he's still alive. Hopefully he is, because he's such a great character. It doesn't make absolutely any sense to kill him off, so hopefully he's going to be back for Season 2. And well, I want to see what the main character is going to do as well. Hopefully the main character and the detective are going to team up and they're gonna manage to take down the whole operation, the whole Squid Games. I'm really excited to see this, so let's jump right into it. Let's go. Season 2, Episode 1, Squid Game. Let's go.
What do you think you're doing?
Yeah, he still has the red hair. That's exactly what I said, in the last episode. When someone does something crazy with their hair, it means that they're not very well mentally. I mean, just look at me, look at my hair. It's not a normal hair for a man to have, because I'm crazy. Subscribe to my channel for the crazy stuff.
But I swear I'll find you.
Yeah, he's very determined to find who they are, Apparently, he's using his money now. He was not really willing to do it in the last season, he was kind of living like a homeless guy, but I think now he's going to use the money to track them. It would be kind of poetic to see, the guy using the money that he managed to get from the guys to take down the guys who gave him the money, It would be funny. Wow, he has a nice shape for a nice body for a 50-year-old actor. I've read that he's like 50 years old or something. He is in a nice shape. I mean, these Korean guys are usually very, they take care of their bodies very well, even at the old age. I mean, 50 is not really old, but you know what I mean. Most 50-year-old men don't look like this. What is he doing? Does he have a chip? Oh yeah, I remember they had a chip in their heads or something, right? Where the guys from the Squid Games could track them. So I assume he's removing the chip. Yeah, it's going to be easier to do this if, he removed the chip. He's not going to be able to track them down without removing it. Alright, so it looks like the detective is still alive, but he's in a coma or something. Interesting.
You're really gonna go and squeeze a broke-ass kid like me?
Sarah, your license.
So apparently the detective is now working in traffic? Apparently his story was not well received, by his superiors.
Look up here, huh?
Well, it looks like the cops in Korea are very polite, you know. If it was in my country, they would be beating up the guy and arresting the girl, you know. They don't like such kind of jokes, you know, at all.
What? Go ask your pig boyfriend. Maybe he'll give you a ride.
Yeah, he's jealous, you know. She was flirting with the police officer that was giving him a ticket, you know. I can't blame the guy for leaving her, you know.
Look, I did everything I could. Tried to get the higher-ups to listen to you. Got the Coast Guard to search the area like you asked me to.
Yes, I know. Look, your judgment's getting soggy. Come on.
Oh, so he actually chose to leave the police. Interesting. He was not downgraded by his superiors. He's actually furious with them because they're not listening to his story. Interesting.
You need to show some evidence, Junho. There was the round stuck in your shoulder.
Yeah, the thing is that the higher-ups probably are involved as well, you know. They probably don't want any cop investigating because they're probably, you know, receiving bribes or something to don't do anything about it because it's such a big operation. There is no way higher-ups don't know about it, you know.
Do you remember what he looked like? The guy who shot you?
It was his brother, but he can't say. He can't just say, well, it was my brother who I thought was dead. It's going to make his story even worse. They're gonna think he's crazy if he says something like this. Yep, some flashbacks about the incident.
Let's go. You know, why?
Yeah, he probably dreams with this every single night. And probably during his coma, he was thinking about it all the time. And now he has a gun. He's prepared. He's scared of the Squid Games guy and going after him. Well, they're still sending stuff to him. I wonder what it is. Well, it can't be an invitation to a game. Last time he received a card like this, it was the old man, you know, trying to contact him and
Player 456.
it's the boss, the brother of the detective. Okay, this is a dream, right? It's gotta be a dream sequence. There is no way, yeah. Yeah, most obvious dream sequence ever. But there is still actually someone knocking on his door.
Guess who?
I see, so he put a bunch of surveillance cameras because he's completely paranoid. I get it now. He's afraid that, you know, they might find him, so he wants to see everyone who is outside his house.
Pushing yourself. You won't find your guy if you burn yourself out, Song.
You know, he's living in a pretty simple house for a guy who's probably a millionaire, you know. He probably has a lot of money now. Don't know how much he has spent, but it doesn't look like he's spending much. So he probably has a lot of money. And it's not wasting with, you know, rich stuff. You know, stuff that rich guys spend. He's living a simple life.
Just check all the lights, all at once.
All of them?
Alright, so he's still investigating the situation, but he cannot find anything. It's probably very hard to find the secret organization, even though they are walking through the city giving cards to lots of people, you know.
When I got that business card 3 years ago, it was around this time of year.
Alright, so everything happened 3 years ago, so it has been 3 years already, and he could not find anything. Even with the money and the resources he has, he's not, well, it's probably very hard to find them.
Listen, I swear, I'll find him this year. I swear.
I don't know, it looks like this guy is ripping off the main character, you know. I don't think he's looking for anything. He's just taking the money and doing nothing.
Money
Do
they
you honestly
borrowed.
think the assholes who borrowed your money were taken to some island where they played kids' games and all got killed? That's fucking crazy!
Jesus Christ, do you think I believe a word he says? He's throwing a ton of money at us.
Man, they don't even believe in what the main character is saying. Unbelievable, man. They're not trustworthy at all.
That's right, $1 billion. What? Huh? Now you want to believe his story?
Yeah.
Listen up!
Money makes everything extremely believable. I still need to look how much 1 billion won is in dollars or in my currency, you know, just to have an idea. It's probably $1 million, I don't know. I'm gonna check it out after this episode.
I was going over the map again. There's still a few places we haven't checked yet because of weather or tide.
So the detective is also investigating things on his own, but he obviously does not have the money or the resources to do it. But he has the knowledge, you know. I feel like if the detective team up with the main character, you know, with the money of the main character and the skills of the detective, they would be able to find it, you know.
He's got nice hair, handsome, wears a real nice suit. And he always carries a briefcase. The briefcase contains...
There's probably 1 billion people like this walking around everywhere.
To station, to the very end. Check thoroughly. You got that? You
Yeah,
check.
they actually have a pretty good line of investigation, you know. There's no way they're not gonna find the guy, you know, looking at every train station, you know. If they put one guy in every train station, that's it. They're gonna be able to find it.
The one on the ground flips over like this, and that means I lose. So the winner slaps me. Never gonna...
They look crazy explaining this to people, you know.
Excuse me, sir. Who are you? Routine inspection.
I think they got the wrong guy over there. Yeah, I gotta tell you, Season 2 is exactly what I was expecting, you know. Him trying to track them down. I was not expecting anything different from this. This kind of thing is so scary, man. I'm so afraid of the sea. You have no idea. You know, that's why I'm never going to watch Titanic in this channel. Never. Yeah, it doesn't look like the searches are going very well. Maybe they're not doing the same kind of thing to recruit people, you know. Maybe they're doing something different. You know, maybe the Squid Game guys, they change every year, you know, how they're going to invite people to their games, so they can't be tracked.
I've asked you for a lot, I know. I promise. I'm gonna find a way to repay you.
Yeah, you sure gotta pay this guy, you know. Not only he has saved your life, but he's also helping you with your crazy endeavor.
We can go out and catch some squid. Huh? Crew members worth their salt are hard to...
Don't talk about squids with the guy, man. He was in the Squid Games. He probably cannot think about squids anymore.
We've had our boys searching the whole subway system all summer long, and guess what? No one's seen this dude.
Yeah, they don't believe the main character at all. They're just in it for the money, apparently.
Then there's no reason
There is someone playing over there. Oh, look at this. Look at this. So, apparently the guy exists, huh? He doesn't sound so crazy now, huh? Go there. What are you waiting for? It's your job. Don't just stand there. Record. Do something. Go after them. One should go after them and the other one should stay there recording him. Yeah, someone should warn the kid that this game, you know, is not something that he should participate in, otherwise he will die. Look at him. He's buying a lot of bread or something. Why? Yeah, he gotta be shopping for some reason, I mean, related to the games, right? He gotta be shopping to do something to the players that he's going to invite, right? Hey, the guys are still following him, but I don't think they're doing a very good job, you know. They're gonna get spotted by him because look how they are chasing him, like extremely suspicious way. Alright, it looks like he is going to invite homeless guys as well.
Bread roll or lotto ticket? Now it's all up to you to choose which one you want.
He actually chose the lottery ticket? Not what I was expecting at all. Is that it? He's just gonna leave? I thought he was going to invite him for the game. Okay, he's gonna try to invite another homeless guy. If one of them, you know, win the lottery, I guess he's going to be invited to the game, I assume. Why everyone gets the lottery ticket? Alright, so he's going to do this to a bunch of homeless guys. Oh, unbelievable, all of them get the lottery tickets. So maybe that's the reason why it was so hard to find him on the subway, you know. He does a lot of stuff outside every day, you know. It's not only the subway game that he does to invite people. He goes around parks and all over the city, you know, trying to recruit people in different ways. That's why it has been 2 years and he was unable to find the guy. Once again, if it was in my country, you know, the homeless guys in my country, they are extremely violent, you know. Not all of them, but, you know, if they were played like this, you know, they would all jump the guy, you know. Especially a well-dressed guy like this, you know. They would beat him up like crazy, you know, for doing something like this. No matter how tall or crazy you look, mister, you know, you would be beat up here in my country if you did this to homeless people, you know. Do not mess with them at all, you know. Usually if you don't mess with the homeless guys, you know, they're not going to do anything to you. But if you do something, if you pull something like this, you know, if you do some kind of joke like this, you know, man, you're gone. And there's a lot of homeless here in my city, you know. The homeless situation here is crazy. Oh man, it's the main character. If the detective was there, he would be able to recognize him and they would be able to team up. That's such a bad luck. It doesn't even care, you know, he has the money, you know, he's just going to follow. Man, that was such a bad luck, man. If it was the detective, you know, everything could be... Man, I bet the detective would just leave the job and go after the guy, you know, as well, together with the main character. Oh yeah, he's actually going to see the name. I wonder if he remembers the name as well, because I'm not very good with names. I remember faces more.
Look, boss, he's getting out.
Hey, he just got out. I'll send you the address. Call me when you get here.
Oh, yeah,
Man, I just can't wait to see the detective teaming up with the main character. That's what I want to see. They look like such a great team if they work together. Much better than this thug guys that the main character has hired, you know.
I say, you and I just take him.
They're such a joke, man. They look like Bulk and Skull from the Power Rangers, you know. So it's such a joke. Oh, the guy's actually really... Whoa. What is this? He's pulling some Jackie Chan stuff over here. What? I was not expecting this. He's a pretty good fighter. Holy damn.
That I would be useful to you or anybody else.
Yep. The detective is going to remember that he was a poor guy with no money. Now suddenly he has a lot of money and stuff like this, you know. He's gonna figure out everything. He's gonna say, well, I think he won the game. Okay, he's managed to find the knife and signs of battle. And the guys have just disappeared. That's not a good sign. Man, this Korean guy is such a ninja. I was not expecting him to be, you know, so powerful, physically speaking, you know.
The two of you like games, right? We're gonna play a little game. We'll play rock, paper, scissors -1.
Man, he managed to beat both of them and tied them up alone. 1 versus 2. And one of them had a knife. You know, this guy is the Jackie Chan of Korea, you know, the Bruce Lee of Korea, whatever. Crazy stuff.
Give it a spin. Then I aim at the loser's head and give the trigger a good pull.
Man, and he's also such a psychopath, and he really likes games. He almost killed himself. For no reason.
You broke the rules from the get-go. Disqualified.
He's gonna kill him now. Oh no, he's still playing Russian roulette. Yeah, one of them is going to end up dying eventually, you know. The odds are high for survival, but if you keep doing it over and over, eventually you're gone.
Oh, it's beginning to get a little boring, isn't it?
How is this boring? Oh no.
Your odds of survival.
No, don't do this. There's no reason to do this. If you keep doing it, eventually they will. Man.
Okay, let's get ready to play. You want to speed things?
He's basically torturing them. You know, if you're going to kill them, just kill them already, you know, and don't torture their minds before they go, and it's just cruel.
Disqualified.
Alright, so he's a goner. There's no way he's gonna be lucky. Yep, he's a goner. What's the point, man? Is it this the way he has fun?
Congratulations, you won.
So what, does he get an opportunity to join the game now? Man, I'm loving this episode, you know. It's really fun, you know. The guy is such a great villain. I gotta tell you, hopefully he's the big guy behind the whole thing, you know. It would be pretty interesting to see, you know, the real boss being a guy that goes on the streets and do everything with his own hands because he's not afraid of anything, you know. He's a super big ninja, powerful guy, you know. It would be interesting to see this, but I don't think so. I think that the guys on the top are billionaires who don't even leave their own houses. The detective managed to track down the main character, and he find out that the main character is investigating the Squid Games as well. It looks like they have a lot of guns. I wonder if guns are allowed in Korea, just like in the US, you know, because in my country, people are not allowed to have guns at all, you know, unless you are a criminal, you know, because, you know, criminals don't care about the law, so they get guns on the black market or something, you know, but, you know, the normal person, you know, the average guy, he just don't have guns at all. The government doesn't allow. And still, my country has like 50,000 murdered people every year, you know, 50,000 deaths by people killing each other every year. So, you know, banning guns is kind of pointless, you know. People are going to kill each other regardless. Alright, I was looking forward to this.
Yeah, well, I wanted to thank you.
Oh yeah? For what?
Yeah, for the billions of won that he managed to get by winning the game.
You go after people at subway stations. You con anyone who's almost at the end of their rope.
We can see that he's extremely furious with the guy, you know. He's trying to pretend that he's not, but he is.
How exactly do you think I got to where I am?
Did he win the game once and then he became part of the organization, just like the brother of the detective?
I used to work at the games, you know. One day they gave me a gun. I liked the way it felt.
So you're just a psychopath who enjoys killing people. That's why they hired you. You're the perfect man for the job.
I was aiming a weapon at my very own father. And he begged me, tears in his eyes, to spare his life. And so do you know what I did?
You spared him, right?
I shot him, bang, right in the middle of his forehead. That's when I knew.
Alright. You are a true psychopath. You have no redemption.
You think just because you won the game, you're suddenly special now? Is that what you believe?
Yeah, he doesn't care, if he dies or lives, he doesn't care at all. More Russian roulette. Apparently this is the favorite game of this guy.
Why don't we play a little game?
Oh man, stop with the games. Just say something useful. Say who is behind all of this.
You've seen this in the movies, I'm sure. It's called Russian roulette. Usually you put a single bullet in...
This again, and it's always the same game.
You reset the cylinder, which puts the odds back at 1.
Yeah, you don't need to explain this. Everyone knows what Russian roulette is. Even a random Latino guy like me knows what it is, Alright, so spinning roulette. Let's see. Honestly, I don't want to see any of those characters die because both of them are extremely interesting, The main character is just the main character. And the other guy, he's such an interesting villain. I don't want to see him go in the first episode of season 2, I want to see more of him in action. Look at his face. He really is enjoying the probability that he might actually die by his own game.
No, Mr. Sun. I've always wondered how you made it out of there alive. Considering just how terrible a Dachi you were.
Well, they were playing other games as well, It was not only that shitty game of yours. I'm not counting how many have been already.
The odds that gun will kill you are 1 in 2 now.
He could just point the gun at you and shoot twice, so be polite to him.
Who cares what the rules are? I'm just gonna aim at this asshole, pull the trigger a couple of times.
Exactly. Anyone would do this, but the main character is different. He's not you.
If you do, though, you'll have to admit one thing to me. You're trash and just as worthless as everyone else.
Yeah, and that's why he's not gonna do it, He's actually better than most of the people, to be honest, Most of the people wouldn't do what, he did. He's actually a good person. And it's very rare to see people like him. You see? He's fair. He's a fair guy. Now, let's see if you are also fair. Let's see if you're gonna take the gun and... Because it's your turn now, villain guy. Let's see if you're going to point it at your head, knowing that the shot is going to go through your brains.
And you could kill me right here.
How the tables turned.
You have to admit one thing to me. All you do is put your little mask on and do whatever Master tells you to.
That was a very nice sentence. Okay, I was not expecting this, and unfortunately I was not eager to see this character die, because he was actually a very interesting character. But man, I gotta tell you, what an amazing episode again. Season 2 started very well. Holy man. What an amazing show. Now I want to binge watch the whole season again, I don't know if I have the time to do this, but I'm gonna try to watch as many episodes as I can. And unfortunately it's only 7 episodes. Season 2 is a little bit shorter than Season 1, but I've heard that the show has already been renewed for Season 3, so I'm already excited for it. Man, such a big episode, but we couldn't really find out anything about the game yet, We just find out that, the guy is still delivering cards to people, but now he's gone. But at least the main character now has the keys to find who are the superior people, the billionaires, the higher ups who are actually running the game. So I wonder what the main character is going to do about it, you know. And the detective is also very close to finding out about everything, you know, because he's already together with the guys who the main character hired to find the big guys, you know. So eventually they're going to find the main character, and the detective is going to find the main character, and hopefully they're going to team up, and together they're going to be able to do something to take down the organization. Man, I can't wait to see it. Really great episode, you know. If you enjoy my reactions, subscribe to my channel, because, you know, I'm going to be watching the whole thing, and when I finish Squid Game, I'm going to be reacting to other stuff, you know, other movies and TV shows. You know, I still have to finish Harry Potter. First Harry Potter video was very good. First Harry Potter movie was very good. I have already watched the second Harry Potter movie, you know, Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets. All I need to do is edit it. But I'm going to finish Squid Game first, and then I'm going to go back to Harry Potter, and then I'm going to watch more stuff, you know. And yeah, that's it for today. I'm going to watch the second episode now, and well, see you in the next video.